potential of becoming the richest countries in the world. These states are rich in precious metals, fertile soil, and raw materials. This list was compiled using the gross domestic product of every country, which basically means the total goods and services produced by a country. So, which country is the richest in Africa? This is a question often searched by many people. Some want to find out where their nation falls, while some do it out of curiosity. Here is a list of African countries compiled by Positive Africa that have been matched to having vast wealth. Before we proceed, permit me welcome you to Positive Africa. Here on this channel, our core focus is to showcase the positive face of Africa out to the entire world by means of information and education. Consider subscribing and turning on the post notification bell if you are new, so you never miss out on any of our videos. Number 1. Nigeria. The state has a population of about 206 million and has continued dominating the list of richest countries in Africa. Why is Nigeria the richest country in Africa? The country is bestowed with bountiful natural resources that have always seen the country leading in terms of GDP, as a result of being the largest crude oil exporter. By December last year, the state was producing 1.6 million barrels in a day. Apart from oil, the state produces natural gas, limestone, niobium, lead, arable land, tin, iron ore, and zinc. However, there are speculations that due to the rising cases of unemployment and political instability, the country is bound to experience a slow growth rate. The tug of war in crude oil prices between the US, Russia, and Saudi Arabia is also set to affect the West African country. Number 2. Egypt. The nation has been working hard to ensure they experience positive economic growth. The IMF has spearheaded the program, and as a result, they had their GDP growth rate rise from 5.3% in 2018 to 5.6% in 2019. The unemployment rate has also decreased from 9.9% to 7.5%. The state has been focusing on wholesale and retail trade, construction, tourism, and gas extractives. Amidst all its efforts, Egypt has about 32.5% of people living below the poverty line, which slows down its economic growth. Number 3. South Africa. The beautiful country holds the third position when it comes to a high GDP. It majors in raw materials export, which includes gold, platinum metals, and iron ore. The nation has also been leading in both financial and manufacturing services. With the recent global economy experiencing shortcomings as a result of the COVID-19, South Africa might be facing challenges soon. China, a significant iron ore trade partner to South Africa, also went through a cycle of closing down factories, meaning things are not looking bright for the country. Number 4. Algeria. The state is rich in natural gas and oil, which makes it a good candidate for enormous economic growth. However, political instability in the state has slowed down its economic growth. Also, most countries engaged in the hydrocarbon industry had their processes halted on allegations and investigations on corruption. Number 5. Morocco. The state's GDP slowed down to reach 2.7% as opposed to estimations given by the World Bank. The country depends on agriculture, industry, and other personal services. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, the country was expected to have an estimate of a 3.3% growth rate in the year 2020 to 2021 as a result of its automotive industry, which was to increase its plant production. Number 6. Kenya. The nation has been recording significant growth in the sub-Saharan region. Kenya has had an economic growth of about 5.7% in 2019, which has been a result of investor confidence and a stable macroeconomic environment in the country. The nation's strongholds are agriculture, technology, and financial services, which makes it one of the best countries in Africa. Number 7, Angola. Is Angola the richest country in Africa? This is a query commonly asked by most people. Well, the answer is no for now, but who knows what the future holds for Angola. The state has been improving its structural and political reforms in a bid to balance its economy. Angola, which is rich in oil, has received massive aid and strategy plans from the IMF and World Bank to grow its GDP. Number 8, Ethiopia. Ethiopia has been recorded an increase of about 9.9% in its GDP every year. The nation's Prime Minister spearheaded and launched an economic reform forum that is geared towards improving their economy. However, challenges such as political and social instability, as well as consumer inflation, could see the GDP slowing down. Number 9, Ghana. The state is home to exports such as crude oil, gold, cocoa, and timber. The country recorded a growth rate of 6.7% in 2019. As a result of the high costs of natural gas supply and high cost, the growth rate is expected to be interrupted. Also, the recent COVID-19 pandemic is bound to affect the state's economic growth rate. Number 10, Tanzania. With a growing population of over 61 million people, the state's GDP is estimated to have a growth rate of 5.6% by 2019. This was because of various investments in the country, such as the installation of the new rail and a hydropower plant. The country exports cashew nuts, gold, cotton, and coffee. The nation's current president has an excellent vision for the state to improve its growth rate. Maybe the country will be the richest in Africa in a few years to come. Why not check out this playlist for more informative and educational videos about Africa? Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so yet. Continue